Hello Wonderland, Kelly here. It is Boxing Day, 26th of December. Hope everybody had a good holiday. I've been MIA for a little bit. I've getting over some kind of sickness over the last couple of weeks. It's kind of lingered. Been feeling okay, but my voice and stuff has not been great, so it's been kind of chilling. But I'm out today for a kind of a local wander, just at some local sites in Richmond. I'm at Forest Hill Park right now. I've heard there are otters here and with the lake, so I've wanted to check that out. I don't know if it's the right season for that or not, but we'll see what we see real quick. And then you can kind of see already, sun's going down behind me because it's winter. It's about 4:45 right now. Sunset's at 4:59 p.m. So by that time, I want to make it back to the Floodwall in Richmond, cross the river from downtown, do some drone footage of the buildings illuminated for the holidays there. So I think that'll be pretty neat. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. Stay tuned. I'll be back. I really don't know anything about this park. It's near, not too far from the river, not too far from downtown Richmond, so it's an urban park, but you wouldn't know it being out here. This little stream with a bridge behind me here. It's really nice. Had to scramble a little bit down the hill to get to it, but might make a neat picture or two. And that's what we're looking for, always. Okay, not a whole lot of time here, so onward to the lake, and hopefully, I don't want to promise otters, but we'll see. I'm at the lake. Not sure the name of the lake, or if it has a name, but I don't see any otters. There's too many people around anyway, I think. It's such a nice Sunday, unseasonably warm, of course, so everybody's out. But yeah, it's still nice. It's pretty. I'm surprised I haven't been to this park yet. Do really have to wonder about the history here, though. This canal, obviously man-made, must have been something at some point. I don't know what the history of this whole lake and everything is. I'll look it up, let you know. Hello, future Kelly here. It's been a couple days since I was here at Forest Hill Park, and I had to come back because I read up on the history of the place. And it's pretty neat. So originally this was private property. Actually, the first owner of record was William Byrd III, who was the son of William Byrd II, the founder of Richmond. So he owned it until about 1768, when his gambling debts forced him to sell a whole bunch of land that he owned. So then it changed hands a couple times until it ended up in the hands of a gentleman who built this stone house behind me. About 1836 to 1843, somewhere around there. Yeah, so that's cool. And then it changed hands a few more times and eventually became property of the company that ran the trolleys in Richmond. And Richmond was actually the first city in the United States to have an electric trolley system, so that's kind of cool too. But this park was at one end of a trolley line. And so on this land that I'm walking through now, near the house, they actually built an amusement park that had a roller coaster and a fun house and boat rides and all kinds of neat stuff like that. And that ran until about 1933. Great Depression obviously put a dent in things, and they closed down, tore all the amusement park stuff down, and then turned it over to the city, where the city took over as a park, and it's been a park ever since. And throughout the park, there's a lot of like stone walls and cobblestone walkways, and that's actually work of Works Progress Administration workers during the Great Depression. So that's neat too. So yeah, this is all really interesting. And the rock that the stone house was built from supposedly was quarried right on property out of the lake probably. So all cool. So yeah, I'm here to show you a couple more things along those lines. And we'll go from there. Okay, back to Past Kelly. I tell you, I'm kicking myself a little bit right now. This place is amazing. Nice big rocks to climb on. Rushing water, I love. Look at this over here. More rocks. Huh. Definitely coming back here. Still no waters. That's just going to be a running joke now. Okay. More pictures to be taken here, though, I'll tell you that. Give me a minute. All right, so the actual idea of this channel is supposed to be photography stuff, right? Part of it anyway. So take advantage of this opportunity for a quick photo lesson. So running water, let me flip around. Yes, anytime I find running water like this, I'm excited. Especially if the light is decent, which sun's starting to go down, of course, so it's a little bit dim, but not bad. But running water presents interesting opportunities, right? So with a longer shutter speed, slower shutter speed, longer exposure, let's go with that. You can freeze everything else because the rocks aren't moving, obviously, but let the water rush through the scene and kind of blur itself out. So that can make for some really neat shots. So let's play with that a little bit. And the way to do that, of course, if you've got a camera that you can go to fully manual mode, you want to do that. Set your ISO to the lowest setting you can, so 100 on most cameras. If you happen to have a low setting like my R6, that's great. And then you want to dial up a fairly high aperture, small aperture, high f-stop, so like f10, f12, f16, something like that usually, especially if you're in sunlight. And your shutter speed would want to be about I like to go 1/4 of a second or longer. If you go half second or more, you tend to just get a plain white sheet of water, which some people like. It's not bad. I still like a little bit of detail in the water, so maybe a 1/4 second, 1/10 of a second, somewhere around there. So I'm going to take a few varieties like that here and let you kind of see the difference between those. Yeah, let's do that. And let this be a lesson to you. I was taking shots of this running water, and I was down to the 1 second exposure, and I don't have a tripod, so I'm doing this all handheld. And I couldn't get a sharp 1 second exposure, which doesn't sound too surprising handheld, but with this setup, I should be able to. And then I realized my stabilizer was turned off the whole time I've been here, pretty much. So that's stupid. So the lesson there, the moral of the story, always check your settings. Even if you think things are on, they might not be on. So, okay, I turned the stabilizer on and got the shot, so hopefully we're good now. Ugh, stupid. Happens to everybody. Hopefully. Okay, onward. Another lesson as I climb over all these rocks. Is it dumb to film while I'm climbing rocks? Probably. Okay, good, great. Yeah, so when you're in a scene like this, it's beautiful, right? You kind of want to get that sweeping vista look of everything. But don't neglect your close-ups, right? So I've got on my 15 to 35 millimeter lens right now, which is pretty wide on a full frame camera. But I'm going to switch to, I think I brought my macro. Maybe I didn't. Anyway, I'm going to switch to a longer lens and get some close-ups of these water and rocks and see what that looks like. So yeah, mix it up. That's what I'm trying to get to. Got it? Good. It just keeps getting better here. This is beautiful. And this is like 20 minutes from home. It's crazy. How have I never been here? This tree still has some leaves, so that's going to make for some nice shots. But then, light's fading. Time to get going after a few more shutters here. But I mean, look at this. Huge boulders. I love climbing on huge boulders. That's where I just came from, over there. It's just amazing. Future Kelly back again. One more little mystery of this park. This granite pyramid. Nobody knows what it's for anymore. One theory is that it was a Confederate monument. There's kind of one similar, a much larger one at the Hollywood Cemetery in Richmond. I saw one theory that says it's the gravesite of a bear that lived here while it was an amusement park. But nobody knows. It was hidden, overgrown for years. Somebody found it and cleaned it up, fixed it up a little bit. And there it is. There it is. Okay. Okay. On the way out of Forest Hill Park, and I can't believe this has been here the whole time. And I didn't know. The things we find when we wander. See, it's definitely one of my new favorite spots. I have to bring the kids. I think they would like climbing over the rocks here. If not, I'll bring me back, because I like climbing over the rocks here. Okay, last destination. I'm under a bridge. It's the 9th Street Bridge. And I'm right across from downtown. I could walk to a closer spot right along the river, but light's fading fast. By the time I get there, it'll be dark. So I kind of want to get set up and get my drone in the air from here. And I think this will be a fine place to fly from. Pretty clear line of sight, so that'll be good. And I just want to get some photos and video of the downtown skyline lit up. This time of year it's really pretty. They illuminate some of the buildings, kind of the outlines of the buildings in lights, and it's really nice. So we were actually just here last night and I got some photos. So today all I'm interested in really is some good drone footage and shots from the air. So I think I'll put the bird up and see what I can do. Yeah. There you can see a bit of downtown from the parking lot here, more or less. Yeah. Oh, you can see me too. That's nice. Okay, good. Better lighting over here. That was actually my first time flying the drone at night. I have a little blinky light that goes on top for compliance and stuff. So that was fun. A little scary, but fun. Okay, heading home now. I'll get this video up probably around New Year's, so Happy New Year's to everybody. Hope the next year is a little better than the last few have been, for most of us anyway. But I'll tell you what, get out and wander, helps. In the meantime, like, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff. Hope to get more followers this year, that would be nice. So hey, spread the word, yeah? If anybody's interested in travel, photography, history, nature, all that good stuff, point them my way. I'll try to make my videos less boring, I swear. Okay, till next time. Take it easy.